All along it was a fever, a cold, sweet, hard-headed believer. I threw my hands in the air, said, "Show me something." Said, "If you dare, come a little closer." Round and around and around and around we go.
Herzog back in there for this one. Ariane Celeste is here. Brittany Palmer, Brooklyn Wren also on hand. Game Bread is in the building. And these guys just flapping guns at each other.
Hey guys, so welcome to Aggressive and Unstoppable. Bam, bam, bam. All right, so we'll be covering the UFC 287. Things are getting juicy. So of course, everybody knows this is Alex and Adesanya's fourth round. Some say it's round 2 in the UFC, but we all know it's the fourth. So now today I'm going to be doing the UFC 287 predictions. And of course, welcome to Aggressive and Unstoppable. The games get intense when I'm involved. Now, if we get right into it, today I'm not going to do the whole list of predictions and stuff like that because it's just way too long. I know Big Mouth is on the card, Holland, but do we care? Should we? He hasn't reached that level yet for me to actually repeat his name twice, so no. I'm not gonna cover the prelims either. Why? I mean, they're prelims. But if you wanna watch the good fights, make sure to check out the prelims because that's where people just get raw in there. They be throwing punches, they don't care, they're in it to win it. It gets so gory. I love it. So make sure to check out the prelims. But I will not be doing any predictions for them. Today I'm doing predictions for co-main and main event. So guys, UFC 287 is so important because it's literally do or die for like the majority of these guys here. So that means Adesanya is do or die. Jorge Masvidal is do or die. Alright, so now let's just dive right into the co-main event. So we've got Jorge Masvidal versus Gilbert Burns. Now you know Jorge Masvidal. He is a Miami popping. You know what I mean? With the whole leopard print and everything he's got going on. I'm a fan of Jorge. However, Jorge's do or die moment is now because literally his career literally took a downfall when he was bitten by Covington. And I think his morale, reputation-wise in the UFC, everything about Jorge was sort of like tainted because now the whole situation, they took the whole thing to the court. I mean, okay, Let me just break it down. So Jorge Masvidal and Covington, they had a little fight back in the 2022. Covington, as we know, he's got the big mouth, trying to be like Connor. He kind of went below the belt and started dissing Masvidal's family, kids, and everything. Oh, come on. Family's out of bounds at some point. You gotta stop with this madness. Masvidal took it personally, and Masvidal versus Covington, skill-wise, technique-wise, Covington got the better of him. And of course, the trash talk. I mean, it just, you could tell the man was defeated after that loss. Like, you could tell he was emotionally, spiritually, sexually defeated. Yeah, I said it. So now, after that, Masvidal kind of ambushed Covington, punched him. Covington lost a tooth. It was a whole thing. It was drama. They say UFC doesn't have drama, honey. Behind the scenes, it's a lot. So this is a do or die moment for Masvidal because he has to make it, and of course, I don't think he is. I mean, he's fighting Gilbert Burns, guys. Gilbert Burns has got all the techniques that's needed to fight Jorge. I mean, he can defeat Jorge because he's got a lifetime span of jiu-jitsu, and after the whole lifetime span of jiu-jitsu, he's got skill on his feet. We saw that Gilbert Burns has got it because we saw how he laid them hands on Makachev. So we know Gilbert's got it. Masvidal's more like, well, he's okay. His background is giving street fighter. Does he have jiu-jitsu? No. Does he have any other special techniques aside from just raw dogging it? I mean, he's got the BMF belt. That's the baddest motherfucker belt. But like, what's that got to do with us? We know Gilbert Burns is the man. So I say, if Gilbert Burns decides to bring back his jiu-jitsu, he can take Masvidal round 1 submission by far. Like, Gilbert, let's just make the money quack, 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 quack. Because he's coming off a win. He just won versus, I don't know, some other guy. He went against some other guy, wrong one, and it was great. It was like, Gilbert, thank you, welcome back. All right, so now my final predictions is Gilbert's gonna have this in the bag. Masvidal, I think this might be do or die for his career. If he loses, he might want to take his expertise somewhere else. Well, you're welcome over here. Yeah, so I don't know. Jorge Masvidal, he really did something on his career. He is his own greatest enemy, and he caused this mess. But I'm here for Gilbert Burns, and of course now, moving on to the main event. Guys, this is literally do or die moment for Israel Adesanya. And I hate to say this, but it is. Adesanya and Potan himself. Ooh. The reverse psychology worked. I've never been so happy my whole entire life. Oh my gosh. Oh, yo. The humbling that happened with Adesanya. Oh my gosh. And the way he got so cocky. Remember in the first round, he nearly like rocked
Alex.
Alex. And then everyone was like, and then he was like, shh. And I'm like, oh my God, this man cannot win, because I literally saw his speech. Like, if he had won, I knew exactly what he was going to say. Oh, this is my playground. This man's been chasing me around all this time. Blah, blah, blah. I'm the best. And I told you I'm done talking and still. Blah, blah. And I'm like, we can't hear another one. We cannot have another snooze fest on the mic after like a very long fight night. And then, what?
That was the reaction for people all around the world when Alex just put him on ice like Elsa. He let him.
Okay.
Hey, listen. Hey, remember when he told him. Remember when
Like Elsa.
make him frozen like Elsa. He was frozen like he was on ice. Listen, he had no legs.
Wait. Alex has officially beaten Adesanya in 3 different continents. Like, That right there is just like, oh my gosh, this is sad. This is sad for Adesanya. Like, this is the story for the history books.
Like, we all had him losing the fight after the fourth round. Like, it was either 3-1 to Adesanya or 4-0 to Adesanya. It's 100% like the Leon Edwards Kamaru Usman fight. 100%. You have the challenger just going out there and losing most of the rounds before the fifth round, and then we had the exact same type of coach shouting pep talk before the fifth round.
Pick, and I was like, okay. And now Adesanya in a speech, I'm like, girl, take the L and go home. I love the mink coat, but take the L and go home. He's out just saying, yeah, I'm sick. You don't know what I'm going through, trying to drag Chadwick Boseman into this, like, rest in peace. No, no, no. No, if you had won, this was not going to be the speech. Don't try and put injury into it. We get it that, like, these injuries come from previous fights. Baby boy, you had all this time to say that. You had all this time to say that I am injured. You had
Right.
all this time to have pulled up the fight. And of course, if you had pulled up the fight, it would have been worse than losing, because everyone would be like, chick, chick, chicken. But now he's out there talking about, oh my gosh, I'm injured. He's making up excuses that this was an early stoppage. No, it was not. No, it was
Uh,
not. The more, because I felt like, did you see even at the end, Alex kind of like stopped punching him because he was like, should I go on? Like, he had
yeah,
some humanity in him. Like, this is not looking great right now. I don't think I should go on.
yeah.
I'm not planning past Costa, but I can say that I think Pereira is a better matchup for me than Israel, just because of the way he stands and the way he likes to push forward, the way he likes to fight. I feel gives me a better edge. But in saying that, did you see the size of the fella? Like, why is nobody mentioning that? Dude's just giant. He's an absolute giant. Like, because I've been face to face with Israel, and it's surprising to see. You're like, Israel's pretty big. He looks tall and lanky, but he's actually a big dude. And then you see Pereira up against him, and just his facial features are bigger. His feet and hands and forearms are massive. I'm just thinking, like, who let this guy in?
This is literally do or die moment for Israel Adesanya. And I hate to say this, but it is. This man has beaten him this will be his fourth time if he does. And if he loses Israel, what's next for him? Do you get what I mean? This is such a pivotal moment for his career. Like, if he decides to step out of the UFC, what's he gonna do? A sports commentator? I mean, we like Izzy, but do we really want to listen to him talk all the time? No, we don't. You know what I mean? We like the whole anime type of situation that he's got. I don't know where that came from. But we're not keen on that. Or maybe the people, his audience, I should say. His audience, maybe they're keen on hearing him more, talk about his animations and all of that. But like outside of the UFC, that's where he got his popularity from. So you might want to stay there because that's where you accumulate most of your fans. And once you stop doing that, we're going to drop like flies. Like, we're not going to be like, look, listen, you're not hot no more. I mean, these days, people got fickle-minded. It's quick. If you ain't trending, if you ain't on people's mouths and people's brains, you drop. So this is a do or die moment for Izzy. If he loses, guys, Alex Pereira said the coldest line ever. He was like, if Izzy loses, the WWE, they've got a spot for him. Like, we're kicking him out. Guys, this man is downright evil. He beat Izzy at kickboxing. Now he comes to the UFC and he kicks him out and he throws him at WWE. And of course, if Alex wins, beats the whole roster twice. I mean, have you seen the size of this man? In the words of Robert Whittaker, who let this guy in? This guy is humongous. His muscle, his everything is just big. Honestly, I feel like how Alex is gonna beat. However, I feel like Alex is gonna beat Izzy because regardless of how hard Izzy has been training, a loss like that can do something to you. Example, we've got Usman, that kick, the way he fought, and we've never really seen Izzy on the attacking side for a long time now. I don't even think he remembers what that's like. So I don't know, guys. I say for my prediction, Viva Brazil. We gonna take the belt home. Okay, so the main event, of course, I got my man Alex. Listen, I've got no qualms whatsoever with Izzy. I know we're gonna bump into each other one day. We're gonna laugh about this. I've got no qualms whatsoever with Izzy. But yeah, I just think his time is up. You guys, sometimes your time is up. Like, it is up. Like, if Izzy didn't use Juju, this might be the time. This might be the time. Yeah, I didn't say it. People did. But anyways, guys, these are my predictions. And of course, we've got predictions from my two main guys. Let's hear what they have to say.
I'm here with Josh McNally, Lloyd Randall here. We're going to do a very short prediction for the big fights tonight. Huge fights.
Yeah.
So let's start off. It's UFC 287.
Yep.
Going down in Miami, if I stand corrected. Let's do the co-main event first.
Okay.
Masvidal and Gilbert Burns. Who you got?
Gilbert Burns. Burns should absolutely slaughter Jorge. Big Jorge fan. I like him. Destroyed Ben Askren's career, destroyed his life, destroyed his reputation. I'll always be a fan of Jorge for that. But he hasn't fought for a year. He looks old. He looks sluggish. And Gilbert Burns, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu maestro, ripped apart Neil Magny. I think he's going to get it done.
I have to agree with that. I just feel like Jorge has so much going on right now. He's got his business going on. And when a guy says this could be it, I don't know how much commitment he has going to this fight tonight. So I think I'm going to be with you on this side. I don't like doing that because I want to go against you. But I say Gilbert get it done in that fight. Now the big one. You and I, we're not going to agree on this one, but let's just get the show started. My man, Easy Adesanya, taking on Alex Pereira. What you got?
Hands of stone, Poatan. That cheeky left hook that finished him last time, it's going to happen again. And it's going to be the fourth win in a row.
I just feel it's Easy just has to win because African fighters in the UFC have taken so many L's lately, especially with Kamaru Usman. And when you've lost to a guy 3 times in a row, psychologically, that's going to be very impactful. But let's remember, last time out, he was winning that fight. It was winning that. No, don't deny it.
He was winning.
He was winning that fight.
And then what happened?
He got knocked out.
Well,
by
exactly. Yeah.
Poatan. That's not going to happen tonight in UFC 287. So I'm definitely going to go for Easy redemption.
Yeah.
And West Africans and Africans are back. So I'm going for Easy. You're going for
Poatan.
All right. That's all we have for brief roundup. Let's see who's right. It's going to be 2 in my favor, like always. He's a loser. Don't bet on him. Trust me. I know this deal.
Always talking, always talking.
Let's do it.
Anyways, thank you so much for tuning in to Aggressive and Unstoppable. The games get intense when I'm involved. Anyway, stay tuned for more UFC content. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell for more.